Hi Cancer, we're just going to do a general energy for the month of May for you guys. Getting back to the basis, this is going to be tarot only, but I am going to start with my Lenormand deck. No astrology in this one, guys, and it won't be so long. I know a lot of you guys complain that my videos are too long. It gets confusing, so let's get right back to the basics here. I'm going to be doing some Lenormand and some regular good old standard Rider-Waite. Beautiful. Let's see what we have. So I'm going to be doing first a crowning energy. Okay, we have the anchor, and this is the future. We have the clock, and we have the tree. Okay, nice. So let's pull tarot, and then we'll talk about everything. Hope you guys are doing well today. Getting ready for the month of May. Not too far away from your solar return. Right into this. So we're going to pull a line of cards and then a line of qualifiers. See what we get. King of Cups reversed. Okay. Pull these up a little bit here. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's start with the foundation. First of all, the crowning. We have the card 35 in the Lenormand. For those of you who are not familiar with the Lenormand deck, they're not tarot, they're not oracles, okay? They're their own system that, some of us have trained it. But anyway, we have the anchor, which indicates stability and security and bringing some peace of mind. You're going to feel pushed to persevere. And this energy is going to really help you to achieve the goals. And the fish in here do symbolize wealth and abundance and protection. So I do like that. Now we have to go, then we look to the future, to time. Let's look at time, because time is at the forefront of importance here for you. This is something that you're very focused on working towards. There's this recognition. Time is approaching with the idea of it passing. So be attentive, because the clock is ticking, right? And life is transitory in nature. So we really do. This is really a message to savor each moment and live life to the fullest right now, despite whatever circumstances you're in right now. Right? I know, we're all in quarantine. It's a little bit of a tough go, but, definitely try to savor whatever it is. Because I do want to mention, because it's near a slow card, the anchor is in Lenormand what we consider a slow card. So because it's near a slow card, this indicates that patience is needed right now, and real wait and see approach is going to greatly benefit you. But in the meantime, you really need to make more time for yourself, Cancer. Even if, in quarantine, you're like, what do you mean I'm home all the time? But time for you, not where you're getting lost in like social media or in movies or dealing with other people in your home or, worrying that everyone else is okay, Cancer, right? Right? That's what goes on. This is about you just taking some really good quiet time for you, maybe going for a walk, whatever it is, but just you, with just you. It's going to be very beneficial. And then we have the tree. So this is like the growth of your body, mind, and soul. This is a very big energy. I really like it. This is very much the as above, so below card, if you guys know that saying. So it's like as above, whatever you're experiencing externally in your life is really a reflection of what's happening deep inside of you. But this is also a sign of health and longevity, and the imperative to put down some more solid roots to ensure and secure a better foundation for yourself moving forward in the future. So you have the future on your mind. You have this idea of time, stability, time, and really needing to feel that, listen, right? What do I always say about Cancers, right? It's very important for that safety to be there. So if you're feeling in any way, and I do feel like a lot of you are like, time's a ticking and I don't feel safe in this area of my life. It could be in that relationship. It could be in that job. It could just have to do with money, that family member, whatever it is. Okay? So let's start off with, we have the King of Cups in reverse, and it's clarified by the King of Swords. So first of all, this tells me the fact that we have two kings in reverse next to each other just tells me that there's some sort of lack of communication or lack of clarity having to do with some sort of situation in your life right now. So we have a reverse cups and reverse swords. So we have feelings and words. So there's some sort of either there is not a really open and honest conversation about feelings, right, that are going to be allowing for there to be forward movement. Okay, or either there's no conversation, or the conversation that you guys are having it's not it's sort of not addressing the 5,000-pound elephant in the room. You know what I mean? Like not addressing the important aspects that you guys really, really need to talk about. When we have the King of Swords in reverse, again, this could indicate a very sharp-tongued person, somebody who can be rather manipulative, somebody who is not telling the full story on something. And I'm not even saying lying. This can indicate being dishonest though, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. It could be that kind of like, you know, they say lying through omission kind of thing, leaving things out. But I just feel like there is this element of you not knowing the full story. Now, this doesn't have to do with a relationship. It doesn't have to be. This could have to do with something to do with work. This could have to do with something to do with a connection within your family. But we have this 8 of Cups energy in reverse. And this is a hard energy. I'm not going to lie. It is. This is hard. You knowing you have to move away from something toxic and just having a really hard go at it. This is a Saturn and Pisces energy. All right? It's like... Okay, but then we have what's being clarified by the 3 of Cups. So whatever is happening here, wherever the poor communication is here, wherever there's lack of sharing, whatever the dishonesty is, it's you still have this desire, okay, to be with them. You just can't, it's like, even though that job may not be ideal for you right now, or whatever it is, you're having a really hard time pulling yourself away from it. Or maybe you really honestly feel like you can't move away from it, right? If it's that relationship, it's you knowing, all right, listen, things are very tough right now. We're not communicating well. We're not having this openness. You know, we're being impacted by the quarantine kind of thing, but I can't leave it. Because at the end of the day, we have the 3 of Cups energy here for whatever this message is, which is a Mercury in Cancer. Cancer is, you know, you guys are that, it's that 4th house. It's home. So it's that metaphorical home space, like feeling at home with that person, feeling at home in that job. Right? And it's about this forward movement as well, because Mercury is there. And from an alchemical perspective, Mercury transforms things and transmutates things to be, you know, to be forward moving. So then we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse here. So this tells me that you're not feeling very supported right now. So this could be because money's not coming in. This could be because, you know, you're not feeling very emotionally, physically, and mentally connected within your relationship. Now, this could be you're not feeling very connected in your relationship because money's not coming in. You know, almost never in life does anything live like completely in isolation, right? Things always inflect, you know. Always, you know, certainly career can inflect the standing of a relationship, the energy at least in a relationship, right? But then we go back to this idea of patience being needed here. And we have the 5 of Swords. So I like this here. I do. It's a Venus and Aquarius. So you're going to be, this is a discussion. It doesn't necessarily mean a fight, even though 5 is conflict. What this is very specifically, it's Venus and Aquarius, right? So Venus is about love. It's about self-respect. It's about money. You know, Venus rules Taurus, which is about money. It's practical earth energy. And also Libra, which rules relationships, right? So we could talk about this either way, but regardless, what this is about, it's about having a conversation very specifically about how things need to be handled differently moving forward, because it's Venus and Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is about doing something different than how you've been doing it thus far. And it's just trying to figure it all out. Now, let's not forget that swords are words. Swords are communication, so it's communication, right? You guys are going to be speaking, but swords are also truth. So you guys are going to be really trying to figure out, you know, what happened, not to linger or labor over things in the past, but just to recognize what happened in the past so that you don't repeat the same mistakes. And then what is it going to be that's going to be different moving forward? Okay, so we do like this because this, to me, this shows me an openness where if this has to do with career, you accepting the fact that things are going to need to be handled differently moving forward, having to do with whatever career that you're in. If this is to do with the relationship, it has to do with recognizing that things need to be handled differently. So on a very basic level, you guys might be arguing about money. You guys might be arguing about the reality of something if you guys are in a firm relationship and, you realizing money is a serious issue. You don't want to give up on the relationship and you don't want to give up on the job, whatever it is, right? Because it really speaks to you. We have the Three of Cups energy here, and this is trying to figure out a new way forward. Then we have a new beginning, Ace of Pentacles. So in a very pragmatic way, if this has to do with career, this is a new opportunity coming in. Really nice. Okay? This is a new opportunity coming in. But now let's look at, we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. Now, this is not necessarily a bad energy, okay? But what this does indicate is somebody is getting in your way. Somebody is not, how do I say this? Somebody who can help you is choosing not to help you. Now, that could be because they're jealous of you, they're intimidated by you, whatever it is, but it's temporary. This is a minor arcana, it's temporary. The Two of Wands is about this new path moving forward, right? And it's a beautiful energy because it's Mars and Aries. Mars is like, come on, let's go, and Mars rules Aries. So it's like, feeling super confident in your abilities, in your skill set to move forward, but there's somebody in your way, very specifically, or something. So this could certainly simply be the quarantine. It doesn't have to actually be, typically it does represent a person though. But it's just this inability to be able to exercise your gifts and your abilities and everything having to do with career. If it has to do with relationship, there's this new beginning, this absolute new beginning, this new cycle starting. It's like you guys saying, okay, this is how we're going to do things differently. Let's go get it started. But there's this delay. Now, again, the delay could be because of the quarantine. The delay could have to do with the fact that Venus is going to be retrograde in Gemini this month. But there's going to be this element of just not yet. But the path is right there. The path is right there. And again, in a similar way, we have the Page of Wands here. So the Page of Wands is something not moving forward in the way that you see in your mind's eye. Something not going the way that you see it in your mind's eye. There being the sense of delay. There being the sense of restriction, right? This holding back kind of energy, right? In a very practical way though. Very practical, right? Because the Page of Wands is the earth of the suit of fire. So it's like the most practical, down-to-earth, basic, what do we have to do to make this happen and move this forward? And there is a very fundamental delay here. A new fundamental delay. And then we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. This is a Jupiter and Libra energy. So in the reverse, first of all, this is pressing the pause button. Okay. And this is getting very clear on what's necessary in this job because it's Jupiter and Libra. Again, Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is connected to money as well as relationships. So we're going to address it to both, again, because it's a general reading. But this is pressing the pause button and taking a little bit of a rest and saying, okay, what really needs to be done here in order to bring luck and expansion to me in this relationship, in this job? In a very practical way, what needs to happen? And getting really honest with yourself, really honest. And there's an element of, what do I want to say? I was just going to say marinating. But it's almost like incubating, like you're incubating this next phase. Guys, I don't get negative here. I don't. This is positive. It just, to me, it's an in-process kind of thing. If you're in a relationship, things are going to work out. You're being restricted because of the quarantine, because of the inability to actually, in a very practical way, Page of Wands reverse, in a very practical way, be able to move things forward. But again, then we have the clock. We have the tree. These are good. This is just a slow energy. The anchor is slow, but it's stable. So this is why, what I mean, like, be patient right now, Cancer. Be patient. Stand up for yourself. Be super clear on what it is that you want, need, and desire in that relationship, what you want, need, and desire in that job. You're not going to be taking anybody's nonsense, but it's going to benefit you. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. Yeah, I like it. Cancer, that is what I have for you for May. It looks good. Patience is going to be required. It just is, but it's all good on the other side. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful in some way, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.